As Ashwin and Bumrah showed today, the ball is doing all the talking on day 4. India will have to be on their guard against Anderson and company on day 5. To watch what happened today and how India will approach the final day of the first test match, watch this episode of Jatin Scorecard. Test cricket is tough cricket. We saw that when we went to Australia, and now we are seeing it when England have come to play on our home soil. But what is transpiring in Test cricket is enthralling, and it's a great advertisement for cricket overall. Today we saw India's young champions come to the fore again. Washington Sundar has been given the responsibility to bat at number 7, and he did that superbly today. He came at a time when a crucial partnership was needed, when a little bit of rebuilding and stabilizing was needed, and he and Ashwin gave India that perfect platform. We heard Virat Kohli a couple of days back talking about the chat he had with R. Ashwin regarding Ashwin's batting and the fact that Virat expects Ashwin to contribute more with the bat. I think that chat has had a lot of impact, and you can now see Ashwin come out as the batsman he can truly be. He actually is a very, very solid player, and a couple of the drives today, a couple of the off drives today would have done VVS Lakshman proud. At the other end, Washington Sundar displayed superb driving of the front foot and the back foot. His ease of handling Leach and Bess and even Anderson and Archer showed that he is truly kind of built for the international game, and I think he's going to be a great find for India and a great asset for India in the days to come. I spoke about England's inexperience in the spin department, and I think that showed somewhere today. Probably Bess was also a bit sore and tired from yesterday. He came in today and looked a shadow of what he looked yesterday. Washington Sundar took full toll of that, and so did Ashwin. Ashwin hit him for a great 6, but I think England's inexperience kind of failed to let them have any control of the game. What really surprised me was Joe Root's reluctance to bowl himself. I've always felt that Joe Root has a pretty decent technique as a spinner, and I thought he could have tried a few overs. I think he bowled 1 over, but he could have tried a few more overs, just to give Bess a break and just to kind of change things a little bit. Sometimes what happens is that two set batsmen, when they see a part-time bowler coming in, they want to take a little bit more risk, and they feel that they can handle that bowler easily. And on a track where the ball is turning, I thought Joe Root missed that trick today. I was thinking to myself yesterday that it would have been great to see Ashwin bowl on this Chipok track, when Bess was causing all these problems for India. And today you could feel that Ashwin, the champion, how he has actually used the conditions here. Look, there's not a lot of turn on this wicket, but there's variable bounce, and he used that really, really effectively today. Cleaned up the tail, 6 for 61. Another champion effort from the lion-hearted off spinner, and I think he's put this game in a very tricky situation. I think if you look at both the sides, England would be fancying their chances more than India. We've seen India bounce back, in Australia. So who's going to write them off? Certainly not me. But I think it's an uphill task for India. I think to be honest, we have our backs up against the wall a little bit because we've lost Rohit Sharma today. There's a total of 420 odd runs to get. A couple of quick wickets will put the chalkers on the chase. So I don't think India is going to go out and try and get these 380 odd runs. I think India is going to go and try and bat normally and see how things go. And if there is any semblance or if there is any hint of a win, they will leave it to the last hour of the game, like they left in Australia when Rishabh Pant was batting. So I think tomorrow is going to be a day when the Indian batting lineup are going to tell themselves that just play normally like it is the first day of the test match. Let's try and build good partnerships. Let's try and get onto the front foot because the ball is kind of scooting, keeping low for the medium pacers. So I think they'll try and bat outside the crease a little bit and get onto the front foot. I think Anderson is the danger man for us tomorrow, is the danger man for India because he bowls that length and he can bowl a wicket to wicket line as well. So my guess is that he will try and swing the ball for the first 2 or 3 overs or maybe for the first spell tomorrow, but very quickly Anderson and Archer are going to shift to having four men on the onside, and they will bowl wicket to wicket, because if the batsmen miss, it's going to keep low and it's going to be a simple LBW decision for the umpire. So I think more than the spinners, India have to watch out for England's fast bowlers tomorrow. And I think across the three of them, I think Stokes will also bowl a little bit more tomorrow. I think across the three of them, they have to watch out for the first two spells of Archer and Anderson. And if they get through that, I think we should be home safe. Keep your comments coming using the Ask Jatin hashtag on my Twitter account. And I'll see you tomorrow to see how India fared. Thank you so much for watching.